So in this episode, we leave Kings Canyon Resort, make our way around this Marini Loop Road. It's a terrible road, 160 kilometres of corrugation. If you're planning on going on this road, just be careful with it. It's one of the worst roads that I've ever been on. Tyre pressure is very important. Drive to your limits, and the conditions is all I could probably say about that. It speaks for itself. Once you're on it, you'll understand what I mean. So that's a long drive in itself, and what we do, we come up around here, back onto the sealed road, spend a couple of nights at Red Bank Gorge. We're now in the West MacDonnell National Park. Red Bank Gorge, do Ormiston Gorge, stay a few nights at Ellery Creek Big Hole, we explore this area, and then we make our way into Alice Springs. So we're on the Marini Loop, heading from Kings Canyon to West MacDonnell Ranges. We're about halfway. It's 155 kilometres of dirt road, and I believe it goes into a 12k sealed road and then back into a 40 odd k unsealed road again. So we're about 90 kilometres in. This road's terrible, like absolutely shocking. We talk about how bad the roads are at Kangaroo Island, but they got nothing on this corrugation. These roads are terrible. So it's probably one of the worst roads that we've been down to date with the van. The van's held up very good. It dropped the tyre pressures down to 30 psi on the van, and I went slightly lower than that. I went about 28 or so on the car itself. So I'll just show you a quick look at how dirty the van is if you just want to take a quick squiz. Got some traffic going past us. Yeah, very, very red. Oh. Anyway, we've actually just pulled over for a bit of lunch. Jess is just cooking up some, what are you cooking there?
Noodles.
2-minute noodles. Quick, easy. I'm just having a quick look over the van and the car while Jess is doing that. Everything seems to be above board at the minute. Once we get to our destination, this campsite, I'll just pull up properly and crawl under it and have a good look at it and make sure that nothing's rattled loose or anything like that. But I'll just kick that out. But yeah, it's going pretty good at the minute. No complaints, no dust inside. There's a little bit of dust in the doors here. It's nothing to complain about though. Just in there. So that's in there, but then you open this up, dust free. So if that dust is getting inside this seal here and just trapping in there, I don't have a problem with that. But anyway, we'll have some lunch and keep motoring down this road. About halfway. It's very green out here, to be honest. It's not even just green, like some of the areas we go through. Jess used the term, it was lush green, which it was. So it's good to see. Good to see some rain out here. Turn into Red Bank Gorge. Red Bank Gorge is 5 kilometres off the main road. We're about 300 metres off the main road, just turned in. It's corrugated as. I put the tyres back up to highway pressures, so not real keen to take them back down again. Anyway, so here we go. 5k's to go. I can't see anything, so.
Yeah, you're right. They're coming in like you are. You line up pretty right.
Can I go further on my side or not?
Yeah, you swung around a bit too far now. So there's more room on your side. Probably about a metre, half a metre. Yep, you're right. Just keep tracking back like you are. Keep coming. Let's stop around about here. That's good.
So arrived at Red Bank Gorge campsite. We'll go and check the sites. It's a bit late. Late in the day to be doing any adventuring. It was a pretty big day really. 157 kilometres on that corrugated dirt road. Marini Loop Road I think it was called. Yeah, it took a lot longer than I expected, and she was corrugated, but anyway, we're here now. A few campers around with us here. Yeah, this is pretty much it. We'll go and check it out. This is our camp spot. Not a bad view, if you ask me. Over there. You might be wondering how the dust held up. So the van held up pretty well with the dust. I noticed on this tray table, I'll just move these, we're just prepping a few things there. Got dusty in there. But everything else is fine. I showed you this earlier. That's fine. Up in here is fine as well. All squeaky clean. Let's take, yeah, this is actually our view, looking over where we camped here at the moment. So there's worse places in the world to be staying. This is in a national park. This is West MacDonnell Ranges. $3.30 per adult per night. Austin's free because he is under 2. He's typically free just about everywhere we go, which actually helps. We run into a lot of families where they can't afford to stay in caravan parks, etc., because their children are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of age, and it just adds up when you've got 3 kids or so. But anyway, Austin's free, so we'll take advantage of that as long as we can. That was our campsite I just showed you there. We're going to go for a bit of an explore tomorrow. Wake up, head down to the gorge, hopefully there's some water in it. Got some good advice from people not to just go to that first gorge, but continue on past the first gorge to the second. I think there might even be 3 formations down there, and they just get better and better, so we'll find out in the morning I suppose. So for now we're going to have some dinner and just chill out. Might light a fire, unsure about that at this stage. So anyway, see you soon. Yeah, good morning. We're at Ellery Creek Big Hole. It's one of the campsites here at MacDonnell Ranges. Pretty early in the morning. Sun's just coming up. Dingoes were howling last night. Austin woke about 3 or 4 times. So I don't know if he was howling at the dingoes and they were howling back at him. Maybe they were talking, I don't know. They were pretty loud though. I think they woke up just about everybody. There's plenty of people here camping. There's probably about, I think there's about 13 sites. Again, national park, so $3.30 per person per night. Oh, sorry, per adult. Aussies are obviously free. So there's Ellery Creek Big Hole swimming, which is down yonder. We'll go for a walk down there a little bit later when the sun comes up and beats down a bit on that water. Apparently she's pretty fresh. So can you count, Austin? That's not counting.
Go.
Good boy. 1, 2, 3, go.
Good.
So Austin and I are on our way down to Ellery Creek Big Hole. Might just pull in here. I'll show you a look. Jess is already down there swimming. This is about, I don't know, maybe 200 metres from our campsite. We stayed here last night. That's it there, it's a photo. It's pretty neat. We'll go down and have a look. Check it out. We've been swimming down here all day basically. We came down this morning, went home for lunch, had a sleep. Austin had a sleep. Now we're heading back down again. Jess has been down here for a while, so it's a nice landscape. Have a look at it. It's late afternoon, I don't know what time it is. 4:30 maybe? Who knows, who cares? Anyway, let's go check it out. We'll just follow this path along for another 50 odd metres, see what it looks like. This is it. Ellery Creek Big Hole campsite. For the water hole, I should say. It's not a bloody campsite. Jess is down there somewhere. I don't know where she is. Fresh water. Absolutely beautiful, the temperature. It is fresh when you get in there, but I mean, you're only in there for 30 seconds. It's just amazing. The water, you know, I swam way up the end there. Granted, I cheated. Had some fins on. Yeah, no, it was good. So you're probably wondering by now why we haven't explored other parts of the West MacDonnell or the Red Centre, or for that matter. We need to get into Alice Springs and get Austin to a doctor. He's due for his 18-month checkup and whatnot, so we need to do that. It'd be awesome to come back and explore this region, but I'm on a time schedule. I've got to get to the 3 ways to meet a truck up there, getting our annex shipped over. We'll talk about that a bit later on, but in another episode. But yeah, so for now, we've got unfinished business. We're going to come back down in this region at some stage. We still haven't done East MacDonnell Ranges, still haven't done the Simpsons Gap, we still haven't done Stanley Chasm. The desert park outside, just outside of Alice, looks pretty cool as well. So there's quite a few things that we haven't done. But anyway, I just wanted to explain why we aren't doing that is because basically we're on a time schedule now just to get up to the 3 ways, get into a doctor at Alice and things like that. So it's unfortunate, but it just means I've got to come back here at some stage, which is cool. So we did go to Ormiston Gorge. I couldn't get approval to send the drone up. I just couldn't get that approved, unfortunately, but we did manage to take a few photos. So I'll leave you here with some photos of Ormiston Gorge. It's absolutely fantastic. If you're ever in this region, please come out and see Ellery Creek, Big Hull, Ormiston Gorge, there's a whole stretch of them basically. Just do yourself a favour, even if you base yourself in Alice and come out, you could probably do them on a day trip. That'd be a big day to get to Ormiston and a bigger day to get to Red Bank, but it's not impossible. You probably could do it. So if you're not in a full off-road van, if you've got an on-road van, you need to stay at a caravan park in Alice, that's fine. Day trip it out here. If you can go off-grid, or if you've got a swag or a tent, mate, you get some really good camp spots out in these national parks here. I'm telling you, that'll be really, really nice. So anyway, enough of that. Have a look at these photos, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.